Hello, my name is Vicki Fordyce, and I had the pleasure to attend the council meeting at the City of Pinellas Park on Thursday, September 11th, 2025 at 6 p.m. The consent agenda item I chose was resolution number 2025-12. A resolution of the City Council of the City of Pinellas Park, Pinellas County, Florida, modifying, ratifying, and confirming rates charged by the City of Pinellas Park to its customers for garbage, trash, refuse, solid waste, and recycling collection to cover increased costs incurred by the city's solid waste contractor, Waste Management, Inc. of Florida, as a result of its increased cost, both as a result of inflation but also as a result of the increased cost of collection and disposal of garbage, trash, refuse, solid waste, and recycling. Otherwise, ratifying past rates charged by the city and confirming the continuance of such rate schedule, except as changed herein, providing for an effective date. First reading prior to public hearing. So present at the meeting, top row, left to right, Vice Mayor Tim Cadell, Councilmember Keith V. Sabel, Councilmember Ricky Butler, as well as bottom row, left to right, Mayor Sandra Bradbury and Councilmember Patty Reed, along with Randy Mora, the city attorney pictured on the right. The issue. The price increase proposal proposed by the City of Pinellas Park to its customers for garbage, trash, refuse, solid waste, and recycling collection to cover increased costs incurred by the city's solid waste contractor, Waste Management, Inc., as a result of both its increase due to inflation as well as its increased cost due to the collection and disposal of garbage, trash, refuse, and recycling. Residential garbage services are jumping from $16.97 to $23.67 per month, which is about a 39.5% increase. And commercial dumpster rates will see substantial increases as well as some almost doubling in rate. With this increase, many residents and businesses will struggle to make ends meet. Stakeholders and their perspectives. Waste Management, Inc., which is the third party contracted through Pinellas Park, they want to pass along the increased costs for fuel, labor, and compliance to the city in order to maintain profitability and service quality. The proposed rate increase is a direct result of this need. The City of Pinellas Park, which includes City Council and staff, they also want to pass along increased costs for fuel, labor, and compliance to the city in order to maintain profitability and service quality through the third-party waste management. They have to increase costs to continue to manage budgets for services provided through waste management. Also, Pinellas Park, while the resolution isn't specific to Pinellas, or while the resolution is specific to Pinellas Park, the county has its own solid waste and budgetary responsibilities and is dealing with similar issues like rising fixed costs and inflation, as seen in its own budget discussions. The landfill is located in Pinellas County, and disposal rates will increase for all vendors, including waste management, at 8%. However, the county also may have resources or programs that could be leveraged by the city to help residents. Residents and businesses. They will be directly impacted by the price increase. This group is the most vulnerable, particularly low-income residents and small businesses. Their perspective is one of a financial hardship, as they are already struggling with rising costs for everyday necessities. Some may understand that everything is going up, but also worry about how to pay their bills while manage all their expenses. So I understand the impact of inflation on rising prices in the community. Research from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, also shows that historically the inflation rate for garbage and trash collection has been higher than the overall Consumer Price Index, CPI, because while general inflation affects all sectors, its impact on waste management is more pronounced because of the compounding effect on multiple cost components, such as fuel, labor, and regulatory compliance. I interviewed David and Carrie Martin, which are both residents of Pinellas Park that will be affected due to the increase. Here's a few questions I asked. The first question, how does this $7 increase fit into your monthly budget? Their response was, it doesn't fit into our budget, but we don't have any option but to pay it. We understand the rates have always been lower, but this is a substantial increase. The problem is, it's not just the garbage bill, it's everything. Food, bills, and taxes are all rising. We understand things are going up, but it's a constant struggle to keep our heads above the water. I also asked, are you already seeing other expenses increasing, such as groceries, gas, and utilities? How does this new increase stack up against those? Yes, everything is going up. You go into a grocery store to get a couple of items and it's over $50. Gas is high, bills are high, and along with the garbage, the utility rates are also going up. I asked, with a 39.5% increase, do you see this as a significant financial burden or is it manageable? The response was, we are interested to find out. Both of us work and we are thankful for the two incomes, but we still live on a tight budget. I worry if this continues, we may have to seek other options for housing. I also asked, have you had to make any adjustments to your spending in any other areas to prepare for or accommodate this new cost? Examples was cutting back on dining out, entertainment, etc. Yes, we have been doing that for a little while now, with everything being so expensive. We eat at home more and watch our spending on items that we do not need. Now keep in mind, the Pinellas County landfill is expected to be full in less than 80 years and may reach capacity sooner due to the growth in waste management factors. Pinellas County uses an integrated solid waste management system with waste reduction, reuse, and recycling programs to extend the landfill's life. However, the growing population will increase waste. The county has a solid waste master plan aiming for zero waste to landfill by 2050 and is exploring options like mandatory recycling to help meet this goal. So my recommendation is incentives to do just that. That would benefit both individual residents with a special emphasis on programs targeted to low-income individuals and the broader community. For example, a program designed to benefit residents in the city of Pinellas Park could include the following incentives. Pinellas Park can provide vouchers or direct credits on residents' waste management bill based on the recycling volume or participation of that specific individual or home resident. Also, while Pinellas County doesn't have a program like this, neighboring Hillsborough County offers a solid waste hardship and affordability credit that provides a credit on property taxes for eligible low-income residents. I believe a similar program could be implemented in Pinellas County, specifically Pinellas Park. Also, another recommendation would be by achieving community-wide recycling goals and make this a community per community. Residents could unlock shared benefits on a performance-based discount. This could trigger automatic reductions in waste management costs for all residents if the community meets certain recycling targets set by Pinellas Park. I think by coupling community-wide cost-saving initiatives with special provisions, the county could effectively lower expenses while increasing recycling rates. The fact that Hillsborough County is still implementing policies such as these today would hint to their success. Now, while this recommendation might not be a goal that can be achieved right now, in short time, I do hope we can consider this in the near future, make known to the general public, and inspire future savings and change by doing so. Thank you all for your time. Here is my 3-minute.
Those are the 11 items on the consent agenda, Mr. Vice Mayor. And before we proceed with any motion or discussion, there were 2 members in the public who expressed a desire to speak on consent items. If they are still present, first, Vicky Sue Fordyce had expressed a desire to speak on item C1. If you just state your name and address for the record.
So my name is Vicky Fordyce and my address is 3147 36th Avenue North, St. Pete. So I'm not a resident of Pinellas Park, but I do have friends and family. I'm part of the SPC program with the Public Policy Administration. So I had to, I'm here today to speak on resolution number 2025-12 on the price increase proposal proposed by the city of Pinellas Park. I understand the impact of inflation of rising prices in the community. Additionally, research from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics also shows that historically the inflation rate for garbage and trash collection has been higher than the overall consumer price index. So I get it. However, this price increase is going to hit many of the stakeholders very hard. These stakeholders include Waste Management, City of Pinellas Park, City Council and staff, Pinellas County, and most importantly, residents, business owners, and customers, which are going to be the most impacted group in the list of stakeholders. For example, residential garbage services are jumping from $16.97 to $23.67, and commercial dumpster rates will see a substantial increase as well. This price jump is obviously going to disproportionately affect lower income individuals and struggling small businesses. I interviewed a family that owns a home in Pinellas Park, and one of the statements was made, it's not just the garbage bill, but everything is going up. They understand things are going up, but it's a constant struggle to keep their heads above water. So while I understand the necessity of the rising fees, and I can acknowledge that they are necessary, I'm wondering if council has considered possible solutions that could help lower these costs, especially for the stakeholders that need it the most, which brings me to the topic of recycling. I think we can agree that recycling is important and something to encourage moving forward. So for example, programs designed to benefit residents could include following incentives. The city could provide vouchers or direct credits on residents' waste management bills based on recycling participation, or possibly promoting community-wide recycling goals that would allow the residents to unlock like shared benefits. For example, a performance-based discount that could trigger automatic reductions in waste management costs for all residents in the community that meet certain recycling targets. Obviously, the less trash generated will save waste management disposal fees through the county, or something as a hardship assistant credit. While Pinellas County doesn't have a program like this, Hillsborough County offers a solid waste hardship and affordability credit on property taxes for eligible low-income residents. The fact Hillsborough County is still implementing the policies such as these today would hint to their success. While this is just a recommendation and it's probably a goal, may not be a goal that can be achieved tomorrow, I do hope this could be considered in the near future. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for donating your evening.
Awesome. Yes, no. I've learned a lot. I'm like, oh, but no, thank you so much for all your time.